Way to go, The Flame.
I don't want to project any guesses out there about who's whom.
Well, you're asking the wrong question.
Moths are naturally attracted to flames.
You are the moths. We are the flame.
I just want to know a little bit more about how you guys came together as a band and how you guys know each other. How far do you guys go back together?
We're twins, so I guess from the womb.
That's right. Yeah, we used to play in this band called Somber Party.
Oh yeah, great band.
Yeah, that's where Mark and I met, is in Somber Party.
Yeah.
That was my older brother. He headed that band. He was the front man. So we've known each other for about 3.5 years, I think, at this point.
And when did the Moth and the Flame develop out of that relationship?
It was quite some time after. I mean, it started as Norther, and that was 2 years ago. So, and then the Moth and the Flame developed out of Norther probably a year or so ago.
Like almost a year ago.
Yeah.
Brandon had a bunch of songs, and we just like kind of like polished them, and I added like some keys, and then we kind of like started writing some more songs. Yeah, it really just kind of like grew like organically, I guess.
And demoing things out in his room in my brother's basement.
In the basement.
As all good bands begin.
Very legitimate operation.
Yeah.
Everyone's home.
What astounded me was that you guys sold out your album release show a couple weeks ago and then added a second show on top of that.
When we were bringing 20 to 30 people, it was just like, that's kind of what we were shooting for. I mean, it was like, all right, our next show's in a month or in a couple weeks or in a week. Let's start promoting for it. Like, let's see if we can get 30 people this time. That'd be cool. It takes people who know more than you to kind of show you, hey, you can do this, and then you kind of realize, like, oh, whoa, yeah, we can do that. Like, why didn't we ever think of that before? You know?
Yeah.
And that was the biggest reason that we had never brought more than 30 or 40 people. Was like, no one had told us we could. You know, it was like, hey, you can do that, right? And we're like,
we just assumed we had to like spam
like,
people on Facebook for like 3 weeks to get like more people to come, and we just never like wanted to do that. You got to be like willing to like think really big. We had
the right people kind of leading us. Corey Fox was a big help. He just kind of opened our eyes to the possibilities.
I think what's interesting is that social media was not a major player in your promotion or building it around. It's definitely like a slice of the pie for sure, but it's interesting how you didn't rely upon that as, to predict your outcome.
My strategy was, I actually didn't like want to push too hard, like our first shows, because it felt more like we were still just like learning and growing and just like taking opportunities to play and get better and like polish everything, because I wanted to like pick the right moment, and that was when like when I wanted all of my friends to actually like, see the band and like for the big moment.
That is a huge mistake that I think most bands fall into. Is like, you're a band, you believe in your music, and now you want to get famous, you want the world to hear it. So how do you do that? Well, you play a show every day for free.
Yeah.
So tell me a little bit about how like personal involvement and person-to-person invites and getting your music in people's hand really played a role in building up your fan base for your album release show.
So everybody does like the Facebook invites, and you get like a dozen a day to go to shows, and you get them like multiple times, and you get different updates on the thing. And I don't know, like you'll get like 300 yeses just to be like, stop bugging me with this. And 300 replies to a Facebook event means you'll get like 10 people. We weren't planning on doing a street team, and we wouldn't have done it like unless Corey Fox, owner of Velour, was like, this is what you guys should do, like to help to do this show.
And it made all the difference.
And then we're like, oh yeah, that's a really good idea. Never like even thought about that.
Yeah, it's kind of funny, like we've been more and more, I mean, and with other things as well, like we've been kind of going back to grassroots and
The basics.
kind of the basics, almost retro. I mean, first and foremost, you have to believe in what you're doing. You can't, there's just no way around that. That's where we started. We're like, we have this product that we really believe in. Let's involve all those who want to be a part of it.
The street team was like, it was basically everything. Like it amplified like our efforts by like 20 times what we could have accomplished alone.
Well, and in this day and age, in a city full of so many great bands, in a city where a lot of music's going on, a lot of shows are going on, plenty of bands are trying to do cool things and are doing cool things, you did have to do something different. I think that's probably what sets you apart the most is your approach.
We came up with a bunch of ideas, and one of them was like doing an art installation, and we wanted to do giants, and like we wanted to make them really huge.
I remember bringing up the idea of the Giants. That was kind of just like, what? Like,
Ridiculous.
You're gonna build
What an
Giants?
idea.
Like, okay, yeah, we'll see.
Nobody believed in that.
You know,
So people know, like, you see these giants, you're like, what is going on? Like, I want to go find out more about this.
starting the process of trying to sell out Velour was this huge, unobtainable task, you know. And so
huge deal for us.
But we did it, and so it's kind of opened the gates to like, okay, you can do what you set out to get, and so.
Would you say that, like, according to the goals you've set, you guys are on the road to reaching like your larger goals you have set?
Well,
out
we
for
like.
It's hard to say.
We definitely surpassed like all of my expectations.
Yeah. we set the goal of selling it out.
We wanted to sell it out. I just
with
very
the
doubtful
idea that we'd double
if
how
we
many people we brought at that point. So 60.
Yeah, we were hoping for like 60 people.
Double it. Yeah, that'd be great.
Congratulations on your successes, and we look forward to everything you'll be doing as the Moth and the Flame. And we hope that you'll remember us as your biggest fans when you get there. But thank you, and congratulations. For those that don't know, where can people purchase the Moth and the Flame album or learn more about you as a band?
HowWeWokeUp.com.
Where people can find you on the internet, and you just
Mark, I'm counting on you to do all this.
Okay, I'll say it all. I was just gonna say how we
I'm
woke
trying to
up.
stay awake. Yeah, you can find us Facebook, MySpace, Twitter, probably eventually Wikipedia.
SoundCloud.
SoundCloud.
For those that don't know, where can they find your album as the Moth and the Flame, and are you on the internet, that kind of thing?
It's a good question. You can find us at HowWeWokeUp.com. I thought I'd throw that in.
That was not more energy, guys.
There was a lot of energy.
I was looking at Kanisha and smiling.
Mark,
Hey, wait.
you gotta carry the team for once.
I'm okay, right? I was having energy, right? Or it was him?
You kind of fell off a little bit too. It's like he's sucking the energy out of you.
Thanks a lot, Brad.